Okay, it's time for another podcast. So we have some check-ins to do. Let's get started. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Holly-Beth and this is my cozy little corner. Here is where I have documented my knitting journey, or my journey falling back in love with crafts from project 1 up until now. And there's been some exciting progressions going on over the last month or so with how much I have actually started to make that are a little bit more, maybe some would say technical, as a beginner. I must add that, as a beginner. It is an honor to have you here as always, and if you are new, welcome to this wonderful little space. And if you are returning, it's honestly so lovely to have you back and see you here again. Thank you so much for all the support. Recently has been just so sweet, and I'm so humbled by it, so thank you so much. So as of today, I do have some new things to show in regards to acquisitions, but because I still have so much to show from being back in England, I would like to just put that into its own video, I think, rather than put it all into here as well. So today it's more about finished objects and my work in progresses, so hopefully we can smash through those as well as we can. I am based in the UK and I am absolutely loving this journey that we are just going through and documenting this whole process. It's really bringing me so much joy. So thank you for allowing me to do this. I hope you are okay and well, and if you celebrate it, I hope you're really excited about Christmas. It's not very far away now. Yes, with that, I think we should just move straight into it. Okay, so first things first, finished objects. I know that there are ends sticking out. So in theory, you know, if you want to not call it a finished object, that's okay. It's not entirely finished, it needs the ends weaving in. But I did finish this, which I think was a whip last time, and it is the kind of very small baby blanket slash baby comforter that I have made for my, is it right to say my niece that's on the way, or is it right to say for the parents of my niece that's on the way? I'm not really sure, but it's for her. So I have finished that. It's a very simple, you work from one corner and you increase until you get to the longest part, and then you start decreasing. It is such an easy pattern. Beginners could do this super easy, and it looks like you've put so much time, and I mean a lot of time went into this because obviously the size of it, but it really looks like you put so much time and effort into it. And it's just a very nice looking thing. I said in the last podcast about how I really liked the fabric it made, and I really do. I think it's so squishy. It's so nice. I knit it with Norwegian brand Mjuk, the Ostervind, which is the hobby garn. That is 70% acrylic, 30% polyester. Wrong way round. 70% polyester, 30% acrylic. And the colour is the colour code is 461, and it's this really nice deep purple. It's so nice. I absolutely love this. I haven't blocked it yet. As you can tell, I haven't weaved in the ends yet. We'll ignore those. But this took me a week to make, start to finish, and I'm very chuffed with how it turned out, and I'm really excited to give this to them, and for them, you know, for it to be to see it be used. I used the acrylic and the polyester because I just figured that they would want something that could just go in the wash rather than, you know, have to worry about all these different things. Like you don't need that, or they don't need that. They're not about that. So yeah, I have finished this. I'm very proud of it. I just need to weave in the ends. Maybe I'll do that tonight. It probably should have been bigger, but I used up all of what I had. This is literally what I have left, just that much, which is not much at all. I think if I'd have done one more row, I think I would have run out. So I think the amount of rows I did was a very good shout. So yes, we are whizzing through this. That is my only finished object this month. Over the last few weeks, there was almost another one, which I'll talk about shortly, but it is not this one. This is one of my whips. However, I think that video will go up first, but I made a video which was talking about my plans for the next few months and what I wanted to knit and get done, and this is actually on that list. And honestly, as soon as I found this pattern, I basically cast it on, and it looks like, let me just stretch it out a little bit, it looks like this. It looks very very strange at the moment. Let me just half it. So it's the start of one of the bigger baby blankets that I was wanting to do. This pattern is the block stitch baby blanket by Church Mouse. It's a free design. You do have to sign up to their website to get it. Like, you have to, obviously, for them to email you with the pattern. So it is through a website. It's a very easy pattern. Honestly, beginners could do this very easy. It's literally just knits and purls. It just is about when you do said stitches. It is a blanket that has a seed stitch border that will go all the way around, and to my knowledge, seed stitch is one of the best stitches for a border that will stop it from rolling. We'll see if that's the case. And then it's like this basket stitch, kind of, you switch between pearls and knits, and it just, I think it's gonna look super cute. It's gonna be square, so you can see quite how much I have to do, but I'm so happy with it. I am taking this one a little bit slower because I'm not really wanting to knit this when I'm with the dogs downstairs, because I want to avoid as much dog hair as possible. To be very honest and blunt with you, this is being knit out of, I mean, it looks like this at the moment. It needs a rewind really bad. I have 3 of these. It's one of the yarns that I've had for a while. I got secondhand, like from a thrift store, and there was 3 whole skeins, I guess, there, and I thought, okay, cool. They are 100% acrylic, which honestly is kind of ideal for babies, really. They're all 100 grams each. You do get a lot in them, and I believe it's the Teddy DK Vanguard. I'm not really sure how to, well, if that's definitely the way you say it, but honestly, as someone who very much into games, I do kind of chuckle a little bit to myself when I read Vanguard, because I don't know anyone else that plays shooters online like COD, like Call of Duty, and knits, but if you do, let me know I'm not the only one. I know one person that plays COD and crochets, but no one else that knits. So if you knit and play COD or any games online, let me know I'm not on my own in the comments, please. But it is a really nice, like, it's, I literally don't even know how to explain it. It's like a sea green, blue, mint. It's really nice. So I am making it out of that, and I'm using that acrylic cup out of my stash as well. I am knitting it on 4.5 mil needles, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say about it. But hopefully I'll put a little like stitch marker maybe in the middle or something as where we got to last time, like a progress keeper, and then I'll show you how much I do this time next week. I think I have till maybe the end of January for this one, so hopefully I can get it finished. But I'm loving it. I've never done seed stitch before, never done this type of stitch before, and honestly I absolutely love both, particularly love seed stitch. I'm so impressed with it. It's just very exciting, something so simple but 2 new stitches to me. Not stitches but stitch patterns. I just love it. So yes, that one. Okay, this one. You might be a little bit like, whoa, hang on, you started one. I did kind of mention in that video that I did about my plans that I did kind of start one of these, but, and it is almost finished actually. I decided to start a sock and it looks like this at the moment. It's let's see how well my camera picks this up. So it is almost finished. It is a big sock because it's got to fit some big feet. These are hopefully going to be finished by Christmas. I think I can do it. I think the only reason it's taken so long is because I've been trying to do the other project here and there, and I've just not been feeling very well, but to the very well to the point where I've needed to sleep rather than knit. And we've been playing a lot of games, which, you know, I only managed to get one round in, and then we're playing the game and then we're back in the queue and then I can get around and then we're back in the game. But yes, so these are for my other half. Hopefully they fit him okay. But yeah, they are, as you can see, top down. These DPNs are so sharp, it's not even funny. And you start off with a 1x1 rib, you continue with a 3x1 rib. These are the DK Treasure rib socks that I mentioned in that video. They have a heel flap turning, I don't know what the actual term is for it, but like a heel flap and like a heel flap turn gusset, I don't know. But anyway, I am just doing the length of the toe now, doing the length of the foot, and then I have the toe, and then I have one sock, and then I need to start the other one. But I'm so chuffed with how this is looking. And right, don't get me wrong, this looks awful. Like, well, it doesn't look awful, it just doesn't look amazing, you know? It doesn't look amazing. It is it's not the best, but it's not bad. I'm so impressed with myself that I've even got this far on a sock. Yeah, and I actually did try it on yesterday and it does fit me, which means I need to keep knitting it because I'm a 6.5 UK size shoe, and yeah, he's much bigger. I have started and I'm making a sock. Hopefully I'll have more to show. Possibly, will I do a podcast next week? Maybe I will. I'm so happy with it. I have used this one here, the Norwegian brand Mjuk, and it is the Frost. It's, I think you pronounce it Ragegon, which basically just means it's a strong yarn. It's specially made for hard wearing socks and anything that, again, is hard wearing, so hard wearing jumpers, anything like that. It's really nice, and the colour, I'm so happy with how the colours turn out as well. I'm so happy with it. It is 80% wool and 20% nylon, so very much perfect sock yarn, and it is a DK. I have treated it like a DK anyway. I think the pattern, not that the gauge is super important in the pattern, it is a free pattern. I'll link it again down below, just like I did in my last video. I think it recommended 3.5mm needles, which my gauge was right, but I was worried about the width not being right. Because it was like just slightly on gauge. Again, not that the gauge is super important here because it's ribbed, so it means that it's like really quite stretchy. So I decided to go up to a 3.75 and I hope that it'll be okay. I'll be able to tell you in about 2 weeks, hopefully. But yeah, so I've almost finished the foot of the sock, and I will be moving on to the toe and start to sort of decrease it in. I forgot to say as well, the colour of this is 902. On their website they call it the, when you translate it, it translates it to coke, grey, nature mullein. I don't know which way to say it. I don't know. I would genuinely consider getting more of this. Low-key, I actually really like it, and I love how this is knitted up. It's definitely very thick, and I think because of where this crosses over here, in parts of it, I think I have some slight laddering starting. So if I really enjoy this, I really would love to get some proper sock knitting needles. I haven't yet because I think that needles are very expensive, and when you want specific ones, and I didn't know if I would enjoy sock knitting. I really wanted to enjoy it, and I really hoped I would, and I am. I don't know, maybe I'll ask Santa for some sock needles. I have to be careful not to poke my eye out in this, but I did start a sock. Happy days to me. And that is how far I have got with that. So I wasn't going to talk about this actually, but I figured that I would actually just quickly mention it because it kind of explains what the hell that mess is behind me. But also this will be coming out in its own little video. I was given, actually gifted for my birthday, early birthday present. I've 2 of these now, but this is the only one that's intact because the other one was destroyed by some people that have no care for people's things. It's one of these. Oh, it's a caked yarn, and it's got the sparkle running through it, like the tinsel. And this is a beautiful maroon color, this one, and the other one I have behind me is a purple one. It has comes with a little pom-pom, and on the inside of this, I will show you on this label, it has like in all the instructions on the inside. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in a different video, not for now. I'll just get a little bit angry otherwise. So just thought I'd mention it very quickly, just to kind of bring insight into some of the videos that are coming up. It is from Aldi in the UK. I think you can still get them. I think they're actually on sale at the moment, if you can find them. So yeah, just quite sweet that you have supposedly the right amount of yarn in there. If you are thinking about going and picking some of these up, they do require a 4mm needle, just as a little heads up for you. Yeah, one of my acquisitions, but I have a haul video coming up, a video all about these Aldi yarns coming up, and a few other things as well. I have lots of things coming up, so many things to record. But yeah, that's kind of my little check-in knitting podcast today. It was a bit chaotic, a little bit all over the place, not very structured, but some exciting things. I started a sock. Honestly, now I've made a slip over, I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna make everything. I'm very happy with everything that I have managed to do. That's everything I have to talk about. So if you did like the video, please do give it a like. If you would let me know what you thought, hit it down in the comments. It really does help me out. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already. I will see you all in my next video. Yeah, just thank you for being here. Thank you for being interested in what I'm doing and everything like that. And yeah, let me know if you're interested in how this sock is gonna go. And if you have any colour suggestions for socks in the future, because as of right now, I'm loving making this sock, which means there will be more socks in the future, which means I need colour suggestions. What colour sock should I make? Or even just patterned, what sock should I make? I want your opinion, your input, because quite frankly, you guys are just as important as what I knit. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you before Christmas. But yes, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!